Alright, so what's on the bench today is a little wire harness that's for a small marine type stereo that I'm going to mount in the backyard or on the back patio, just so I can have something affixed back there and have Bluetooth and radio and all that stuff, entertainment and whatnot. So this is putting on all the speaker wires. Um, that's what this was about. Basically, just an easy way to solder stuff, especially if you're new and you suck at solder, because I'm terrible at it. So this is some two conductor speaker wire. I forget what gauge. Somebody gave me this. What is it? 16 gauge, oxygen free, nice, good quality speaker wire. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our, what is this, lineman scissors? Not lineman scissors. That's cabling scissors, whatever you want to call it. I forget the name. Slice a little bit around the jacket. There we go. There we go. So we got the jacket off, and then we're gonna cut that little guy. See if I can get you focused in a little bit better. Trying a new filming technique. I'm using the camera as eyes, and it kind of sucks. So I'm showing you with this one. So I'll show you what I do to cut the wires, and then I'll solder that one because that one's already done. That was take one. We threw that one out. Alright, so we're gonna do the same thing we did with the jacket. We're gonna do with the we're gonna do to strip the individual conductors. So just go around in a little circle around the insulation, and at some point you gotta be delicate because there's a fine line between cutting the conductor and cutting the insulation, and you just want to cut the insulation. So we'll do this again with this one. Yep. There we go. The other thing is, before I get too ahead of myself, see how we labeled this one, or I labeled this one, right rear, or rear right, rear right. So this one's going to be the left rear. So we're going to put that on the cable twice. So rear, left. Put it on there twice, just because, in case you have to cut the cable for some reason, you can. You're usually not gonna ruin both your markings. And then you mark the other side of this cable at the same time. We're gonna skip that because reasons. So now we'll go ahead and we'll do the soldering iron went to sleep there. Don't go to sleep, it's not that time. So we need the other purple wire. So this is the positive side of so right rear speaker positive. You see how I got the, pull that off, pull this little flag off because we don't need that. And I'm going to cut off the tinned end to this because I don't like it. Like I said, I kind of suck at soldering, so I just do my own thing, and it works out okay. so that works. Now, again, there's different ways to do this. There's different schools of thought. I'm sure somebody is going to comment that I'm doing it the absolute most wrong way, but I've seen other people do it like this, and it works for them. It's worked for me in the past, and it's only speaker wire, so I'm not too worried about it. Basically, what you do is you fan those ends out. I'm gonna put them in the helping hands before we get too involved here. And you just kind of make them kiss like that. Maybe a little bit further apart. And then you just twist everything together. And I mean, it's not the prettiest thing, but it works. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I'm gonna have to do this again. Forgot to put the heat shrink on. Dang old heat shrink, man. Gotta do the heat shrink. So we'll do it again. This heat shrink is really handy. It's actually you can find it on Amazon, and it's marine. They call it marine heat shrink. It has glue in it, I guess. In the marine world to prevent corrosion and whatnot. But it just makes for a more secure connection. This is probably going to be the ugliest one that I do, and of course I do it on camera. The other one that I did was rambling. That's why I didn't use that take. Now, I'm trying to not look like an idiot. There we go. See? You know what? All those YouTube people that show you, they do a bunch of takes and they give you the one that works, the most, the best one out of the 30 takes that they do, or however many takes they do. Alright, we're gonna have to pause this for a second. Alright, I trimmed a little bit and redid it, so see, that's what I was saying. A lot of YouTubers, they don't show you the stuff that goes wrong. I mean, I don't show you everything that goes wrong either, because that would just be boring, but okay, so that's all. That's meshed together. Let's see, there we go. That's meshed together about as good as it needs to be, really. It doesn't need to be all that good, because the solder is really going to be what's the strength. So I'm going to take a little bit of solder. We're going to hit the end. This is rosin core solder. It's always worked for me. It's lead free. Some people are going to complain, but it is what it is. And wet the bottom, and I usually wet the top, and then hold it on the bottom, and at some point that solder on the top is going to start to melt, and it's going to fill in all the gaps and whatnot. And then just kind of spread it out a little bit, let it cool, and you're done. And then what we'll do, take that marine grade heat shrink with the glue on the inside, we'll slide that over that big glob of solder, and nobody will ever know the bad things that went on today. little heat. Get that stuff hot, melt the glue, get it all sealed nice and tight. No water gonna get in there. And those wires got a good connection, and they're not gonna come apart. Good enough.